Welcome back class to the class 9th geography chapter 2nd physical features of India. So we all know India has major physical features such as mountains, plains, plateaus, etc. In peninsular plateau, these are made by basalt lava, igneous and metamorphic rocks. It is one of the oldest land masses in the world. Second one is Himalayan, which is a mountain, and it is unstable and very youthful topography with high peaks and deep valleys and fast flowing rivers. Third one are plains. Northern plains are the latest landforms made by alluvial deposits. So let's discuss about major physiographic divisions of India. First we have Himalayan mountains. So Himalayan mountains are young mountains and they are made by granite sedimentary rocks. Their structural feature is fold mountain, means Himalayan mountains are formed when two plates collides and then sudden rise in the peaks of Himalayas, so known as fold mountains. It stretches from west to east like an arc from Indus River to Brahmaputra River and has the range of 2400 km. It has width of 400 km in Kashmir to 150 km in Arunachal Pradesh. Altitude variations has a eastern half of Himalayas greater than western half. So in the Himalayas, in Himalayan mountain, they have three parallel ranges lies between these ranges. We have Karakoram, Ladakh and Jaskar and other ranges. So first one, upper one range is Greater or Inner or Himadri range, which lie on northern side and the average height of 6000 km. Lower than Greater Himalaya, we have Himachal or Lesser Himalaya or Dholadhar range, and the southern one is Shivalik range. Longitudinal division wise, we have Punjab Himalayas, which is between the Indus and Satluj river, then Kumaon Himalayas, Punjab Himalayas, then Kumaon, then Nepal, and then Assam. So Punjab Himalayas between Indus and Satluj river, Kumaon Himalayas between Satluj and Kali river, Nepal Himalayas between Kali and Teesta river, and Assam Himalayas between Teesta and Dihang river. Beyond the Dihang gorge in east, Himalaya bend to the south and spread along the eastern boundary between India and Myanmar, which is known as Purvanchal or Eastern Hill. This Purvanchal or Eastern Hill is made up of sandstone or sedimentary rocks and comprises hills from north to south such as Patkai Hills, Naga Hills, Manipur Hills and Mizo Hills. Second one is Northern Plains. It is formed by the three major rivers and their tributaries. Three major rivers are Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. It has the spread of 2400 km long and 240 to 320 km wide area comprising of 7 lakh km square. It is made up of alluvial soil and having adequate water and favorable climatic conditions and support to the dense population. Due to gentle slope and velocity of water decrease, as a result, riverine islands are formed. For example, Majuli Island in Brahmaputra River, which is largest river island in the world. Northern plain is divided into three parts. Punjab plains on western side. It is made by Indus River and their tributaries, and land between two water bodies known as Doab. The Ganga's plains made up by Ganga, Ghagra and Tista river and their tributaries. And the third one is Brahmaputra or Assam plains. According to the variation in relief features, northern plains can be divided into four regions. First one is Bhabar. It is lying parallel to the south of Shivalik range, and it is about 8 to 16 kilometer narrow belt. A river disappeared in this belt. Then south to the Bhabar we have Terai belt, and river streams reappeared and create wet, swampy and marshy region. It is thick forest region and full of wildlife. Like example, Budhha National Park is located in this region, and older older alluvial soils lying above the floodplains of river and present terrace-like features called Bhangar. It is largest part of northern plain and contains calcareous deposits known as Kankad. So it is not good for agriculture. And the newer and younger deposits of floodplains are Khadar. It is renewed almost every year, so it is fertile and ideal for intensive agriculture. Third physical feature of India is peninsular plateau. It is stable land composed of old crystalline, igneous and metamorphic rocks. It is oldest landmass due to breaking of and drifting of Gondwana land. Shallow valley and rounded hills are important feature of peninsular plateau. There has two broad division of peninsular plateau. First one is Central Highlands and second one is Deccan Plateau, which is in triangular shape. Central Highlands are lying north to the Narmada river and covering major areas of Malwa Plateau. It is Vindhya and Satpura at south and Aravalli at north. There has sandy and rocky desert in west, and the river flows from this area is Chambal, Sindh, Betwa and Can. The slope from the southwest to the northeast like this. It is wider in the west and narrower in the east. Eastern extension of plateau is known as Bundelkhand and Bhagelkhand, and Chota Nagpur Plateau in eastern extension drainage by Damodar river. Second part of this is Deccan Plateau, which is in triangular shaped and lies to the south of Narmada and north to the Satpura. Eastern extensions are Mahadev, Kaimur Hills and Mikal Hills, higher in west and slope gently in the eastward. Extension of plateau in the northeast is known as Meghalaya's Karbi Angling Plateaus. It is separated by Chota Nagpur Plateau. Garo, Khashi and Jaintia are important hills from west to east in this plateau. It has unique fertile soil of volcanic origin found in this region. Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats mark western and eastern boundaries of Deccan Plateaus. So we have Western Ghats has average elevation of 900 to 1600 meters, and highest peak in the Western Ghat is Anaimudi. It continues to ranges causes orographic rainfall. Orographic means to the mountains. Eastern Ghat, it has average elevation about 600 meters. So we have cleared that Western Ghats has higher elevation than Eastern Ghats. Eastern Ghats have spread from Mahanadi river in north to Nilgiri hills in south. It is discontinuous range and highest peak of Eastern Ghat is Mahendragiri, which is of 1501 meters. Severoy and Javed Hills are located in southeast and Ooty or Udaga Mandalam in Eastern Ghats. India has also a desert which is hot desert and it lies towards west to the Aravalli Hills covered with sand plains with sand dunes and dunes are of two types. Barkans dune is crescent shape and it is more prominent in these region and longitudinal dunes. Rainfall is below 15 centimeter or 150 millimeter. It is arid region with low vegetation covered and the streams disappeared into sand as do not has enough water to reach the sea. Luni River is the only large river in this region which is in Rajasthan. Coastal plains are the narrow strip of coastal plains found along Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. Western coastal plains have width divided into three parts. Konkan, which is Mumbai to Goa. First one is Konkan and second one is Canada Central Plain and third one is Malabar coast in Kerala. Eastern plains is broader as compared to western coastal plains, has largest salt lake which is Chilika Lake at Odisha. It can be divided into three parts: northern circle, Coromandel coast and delta made by Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna river. The islands, India has two islands. First one is Lakshadweep Island which is in Arabian Sea and second one is Andaman and Nicobar Island which is in Bay of Bengal. Lakshadweep Island comprises of Lakadiv, Minicoy, Amini Divi. It is close to Malabar coast and made by corals. It has Kavarati Island which is capital of Lakshadweep Island or administrative headquarter and Pitti Island uninhabited and area and has a bird sanctuary. So corals, what are corals? Coral polyps are a short-lived microscopic organisms which lives in a colonies. They flourish in shallow, mud-free and warm water. They segregate calcium carbonate and their skeleton forms the coral reefs. We have three types of coral reefs: atoll, barrier reef and fringing reef. Atoll reef, it is in circular and horseshoe shaped, and barrier reef are a Great Barrier Reef of Australia is the example of barrier reef. About coral reefs we will read in further class. So we have complete our second chapter of class 9th. Thank you class.